The Canadian Agri-Food Policy Institute is driving bold policy solutions for a resilient Canadian agri-food system and building a stronger future for Canadian agriculture. Visit capi-icpa.com to discover how.
There's also Canola Week going on, and here to talk about it is Jay Whetter of the Canola Council of Canada. How are we doing today, Jay?
Hey, Shaun.
Yeah, now for some people that have not been to Canola Week before, what is Canola Week, and mainly who should be attending? Like, for people in our audience, are like, well, I've heard about it, or maybe I need to find out more about this. What's the elevator pitch?
Okay. It brings together researchers and agronomists for presentations on the latest research and innovations, what's going on out in the fields. We have panel discussions about canola profitability this year. We have a bit of a profitability theme, and I'm going to dig into this a little more. But you wanted the elevator pitch to start with.
Okay,
but I think it's a 3-day networking opportunity to just talk about what do we need for canola research. You've got this innovation series going on right now, so you've got innovation on the brain. But what do we need in the canola world in terms of innovations? And maybe stuff's out there that we just haven't adopted yet, or maybe this is totally blue sky thinking. But those are the kinds of conversations that we want to have at Canola Week.
Well, I think, Jay, canola is a good example of a Canadian innovation, and the purposes of things like Canola Week is not to rest on the crop's laurels. Where does this crop go going forward? It's not without challenges. There's disease like verticillium and blackleg and clubroot. Yeah. There's obviously marketing issues related to China, for example. Yeah. But this is a crop that, let's be honest, has added tremendous prosperity to the farm gate. Yeah. If you look at what's happened in the past 10, 20 years.
And it continues to surprise people and frustrate people. Let's be clear. I mean, you talked about flea beetles and how are we still dealing with flea beetles after 25 years of this being a problem. Like how have we not solved that problem? And then cabbage seed pod weevil showing up in eastern Saskatchewan and Manitoba in a big way. Like it was finally at thresholds in Manitoba this year. Southern Alberta, where you're from. I mean, they've been dealing with cabbage seed pod weevil for 25 years. But anyway, Canola Week started off as Keith Downey's day. That's the first day. And Keith Downey, one of the fathers of canola, still going at 98, still on the organizing committee.
Of course he is.
And he's got a great mustache right now.
I would expect no different.
No, and he's sharp as a tack. Like ask him about. Sorry, this is rabbit holes.
No, it's good.
Ask him about. Tell me about what happened in 1959 when you were like. He knows. It's amazing. Oh. It's amazing. Anyway, so the first day is Keith Downey Day, and it's just basically let's catch up on how the year was. And where are our marketing challenges? What are some of the things that happen with diseases, that kind of thing, just to catch up on the crop. The middle day is Canola Discovery Forum. That's the Wednesday. And that is traditionally the Canola Council Day, where we just kind of poll the room. What do we need to research? And we're discovering the shortcomings in our research. And day 3 is innovation. And it's almost like pushing, and it's really kind of digs deep in certain things. Sometimes it's way over my head. Like it's, genetics work that is like the little tiny, like.
Oh, I know what you're talking about, because I've been to Canola Week and I know, yes, I've seen those presentations where it's like, I have no idea what they're talking about.
We have an amazing thing on day 3 this year. We have Allison Sundstrom. You may know Allison.
Yes, I do. Yeah.
NYA Ventures out of Calgary. She's a venture capitalist. She made some money and she's an agriculture experienced person. Yeah, she's running. She's doing a presentation on innovation and venture capital, and then she's moderating this startups pitch session. And this is Wolf Keller put this together. It's going to be a fantastic new thing for Canola Week. Here's one thing I should have mentioned off the top, though. The day this airs on your RealAg radio is the in-person registration ended earlier in the day, but you can join online, so you can still register online at any time, and I'll give you the link at the end. But if you just look up Canola Week 2025, the event will be log in will show
Okay,
up.
so if I'm somebody that's listening to this, I'm like, that sounds really interesting. To go to the event, that is closed.
Yeah, like we may add a few, we may pad our numbers just a little bit, anticipating some interest because you've got a big audience. So we will set aside a few, but for all intents and purposes, registration closed
Okay.
Earlier today.
So if I do want to, yeah, if I do want to register online, how do I? Yeah. What's the? Give me the. How do I do that over here?
Yeah. So do a quick search, Canola Week 2025. And you'll get it's a long URL, Shaun. I'll send it to you, but it's through Event Mobi. That's the registration body. So if you find Event Mobi Canola Week, you've got the right place.
Okay, and what's the cost to attend?
Online is $200. In person is $475.
Okay, and so if you do participate online, you get the full experience. You just don't get to go. Yeah. You just don't get to go drink beer with Jay Whetter after.
Well, this is the thing. Like, and you get the CEU. So there's 14.5.
Oh, good.
Credits if you attend all 3 days. It's like 5, and then 4.5. So if you do one, you can also register for 1 day, but the online $200 for all 3 days, and then you can just come and go as you want. That's the way it goes for online. Yeah. So like these, I was at an event, the Ag Extension event. I can't remember the name of the conference. It was in Guelph in October.
Oh yeah, that was a couple weeks ago, a month ago.
Yeah. And it was pretty good for a first time around. And I would go again, but I would suggest improvements. But I did a presentation, and one question was, so what do you think about event fatigue? And I said, I mean, and I don't know whether it's a COVID hangover or just what exactly, but people kind of got away from not attending things in person. And now we're slowly coming back to it. But now we're a little more discretionary. Which ones should I go to? If I'm going to go to 3 events a year, which ones will be the key? So Canola Week appeals to people, like I said, interested in research, interested in innovation. Let's say the 2 biggest groups who go are researchers and agronomists. Or CCAs, like anyone involved in extension agronomy. Those are the 2 big groups. And then we've got the chem companies, we've got the seed companies, we've got extension staff for the provinces, say universities, and then people like me, a few media.
So Jay, what you've been hyper focused on the crop of canola. How long have you been at Canola Council?
15, almost 16 years. Yeah, can't believe it. Yeah,
right? That's wow. We're aging, both of us here.
Yeah.
Okay, so 16 years.
Yeah.
Where does this crop go next? Yeah. Right? Like, obviously there's the yield potential. But where do you see, what are you excited about? Where does this crop go?
I was looking through, I was going through a box of old clippings, and, my little column headlines. I was thinking, sometimes you feel like you're talking about the same thing over.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes, I know fully what you're talking about.
So where do we go? Are we adding acres? Not responsibly.
No.
I mean, and I think, that the whole farm, maybe this is where we go, is that we get the associations, like Team Alberta is doing this. Mm-hmm. We get the associations kind of thinking, what is the best for farmers, not just what is best for canola farmers. Because canola needs a good pulse crop industry and a good cereals industry on the prairies. We like the 1 in 3 rotation, 1 in 4 if you're in a bad disease area. I mean, that is just responsible farm management from Canola Council's perspective. So we're not looking to increase acres, at least not much. Sometimes we hope we can keep our acres. So it comes back to this, of course, profitability. And the middle day of Canola Week is all about profitability, return on investment from research. And then I'm moderating a panel with agronomists and then a panel with farmers with the exact same questions. They're back to back. How do we increase profitability? What are the profitability challenges? So if you're listening online, the 2 hours after lunch on Wednesday might be really fun for you.
Cool.
and then send me questions, and we'll network as much as we can with the online crowd. But so where does canola go? I was just talking to Rob McDonald from BASF about they had a research site in southern Alberta. Again, these are smaller plots, so you always have to take the yield with a grain of salt. But that reached 100 bushels per acre this year, and it was really dry. Farmers will know this. Like not bad at seeding, and then dry until the latter half of June. And then the skies opened up and it rained and rained and rained, which is unusual for south of number 1 highway in Alberta. And so we got lots of rain, relatively moderate temperatures. Like it wasn't a super hot summer. I don't know whether smoke was a factor. It could have been. And then it was a manured field. So, but I just said to Rob, like this, don't give me a sales pitch. Just give me, what's the agronomy? Just give me, what's the agronomy for higher yields? And I just think we're not, again, farmers are making the right decisions. I mean, I'm not saying, invest, like do all these steps to get 100 bushel yields. Farmers know their limitations. But I just think somehow we can work together as a network to find a way to increase those canola yields. And of course, we know that weather is a huge factor. And getting all kinds of rain is a big part of it.
Mother Nature seems to always have the final say. We try to do everything we possibly can, make the best hybrid selection for our area, the best production decisions. We just need Mother Nature to cooperate. 24, she did not. 25, she definitely did, and the yields actually showed through very well.
So I haven't seen a number, and it should come out next week, I think, the end of next week, the latest estimate from StatsCan, whatever we want to think about that. Nice. But I think we're going to break the 2016 record for canola. I just don't see any reason why it won't for the prairies, which was 42.3 bushels per acre average. So I think this will be a year where we break that. Am I sticking my neck out and making a prediction? Yeah, why not? Hey,
yeah,
go for it.
Let her buck. That's right. Go for it. You got to take a stand on something, Jake.
That's right. Yeah.
Hey, encourage all of our audience to make sure they check out Canola Week 2025. It's happening the first week of December. Encourage you to check it out. You could register online, as Jay said, to go to the Canola Council website or Google Canola Week 2025. Jay, thanks so much for joining us here today. Really appreciate it.
Always love to talk to you, Shaun. Thanks. Bye.